Alright, let's get right into it. The world of money is changing faster than ever before. If you feel like you're being left behind, you're not alone. New technologies are popping up everywhere and it can feel overwhelming. But what if I told you that you could use these changes to your advantage? What if you could build wealth in ways that were impossible just a few years ago? You absolutely can. The secrets to unlocking this new world are simpler than you think. You just need someone to show you the way step by step without any of the complicated jargon. That's exactly what we're going to do right here. I want to make sure you have every tool you need to succeed. So before we even start, I have something for you. If you subscribe to this channel right now, I'm giving away my Ultimate Investor's Toolkit for free. This isn't just some random PDF. It's a complete guide with checklists, beginner strategies, and a list of the top tools I personally use to track my investments. It's my gift to you for joining this community. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button. It's that simple. Consider it your first step towards taking control of your financial future in this new digital age. The information we're about to cover could genuinely change the way you think about your money forever. We're talking about artificial intelligence that acts like your personal financial advisor, working for you 24/7. We're also diving into cryptocurrency, the digital money that's creating a whole new generation of investors. It sounds complex, I know, but I promise to break it down so simply that anyone can understand it. You don't need a degree in finance or computer science, you just need to be willing to learn and take action. This is your chance to get ahead of the curve. So stick with me. By the end of this, you'll not only understand what AI and crypto are, but you'll also know how they can work for you. We'll look at the incredible opportunities, the potential risks, and the practical steps you can take to get started safely. The financial landscape is shifting, and those who adapt will be the ones who thrive. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Let's unlock these secrets together, starting right now. And don't forget to subscribe to get that free toolkit. You won't regret it. So, what is this artificial intelligence or AI that everyone is talking about? Let's forget the sci-fi movies and robots for a second. In simple terms, AI is just smart computer software. It's designed to learn, think, and make decisions, kind of like a human brain but much faster. You're already using it every single day. When Netflix recommends a show you might like, that's AI. When your phone's map finds the fastest route to avoid traffic, that's AI. It's a powerful tool that analyzes tons of information to find patterns and help you make better choices. It's not magic, it's just very smart math. Now, let's talk about how this applies to your money. AI is becoming your own personal financial assistant. Imagine having an expert who looks at all your spending habits, 24/7, without ever getting tired. That's what AI-powered budgeting apps do. They connect to your bank accounts, categorize every single purchase automatically, and show you exactly where your money is going. You can see you spent $200 on coffee last month without having to sift through receipts. These apps can even spot subscriptions you forgot you were paying for, saving you money instantly. It's like having a super organized accountant in your pocket, but it goes way beyond just budgeting. AI is also changing the world of investing. In the past, you needed a fancy financial advisor to manage your portfolio. Now, AI-driven platforms called robo-advisors can do it for you at a fraction of the cost. You answer a few simple questions about your financial goals and how much risk you're comfortable with. Then, the AI builds and manages a diversified investment portfolio for you. It automatically rebalances your investments and looks for opportunities, all without any emotion. It doesn't panic sell when the market dips or get greedy when it's high. This technology makes sophisticated investing accessible to everyone, not just the wealthy. It takes the guesswork and the emotion out of building long-term wealth. The AI can process millions of data points from the market in a split second, something no human could ever do. It can identify trends and adjust your strategy based on real-time information. This isn't about replacing human advice entirely, but it's about giving you powerful, affordable tools to help you grow your money smarter and more efficiently. It's a total game changer for the average person trying to get ahead financially. Alright, let's tackle the next big topic, cryptocurrency. You've probably heard of Bitcoin, but you might be wondering what it actually is. Think of it like digital cash. It's money that exists only on the internet. Unlike the dollars in your bank account, which are controlled by the government and banks, cryptocurrencies are decentralized. This means no single company or person is in charge. Instead, it's run by a network of computers all around the world. This network keeps a giant public ledger of every transaction called the blockchain. It's like a shared digital receipt book that everyone can see, but no one can change. Bitcoin was the very first cryptocurrency, and it's still the most famous one. It was created as a way for people to send money directly to each other online without needing a bank to act as the middleman. This is a huge deal. It means you can send money across the world in minutes, with very low fees, instead of waiting days and paying a fortune to a bank. But Bitcoin is just the beginning. There are now thousands of different cryptocurrencies. Another big one is Ethereum. Think of Ethereum as more than just digital money. It's like a global supercomputer that lets people build decentralized apps and create smart contracts. These smart contracts are a revolutionary idea. They are basically agreements that automatically run themselves when certain conditions are met without needing a lawyer or any intermediary. For example, you could create a smart contract for a bet with a friend on a sports game. You both lock your money into the contract. When the game is over, the contract automatically checks the final score from a trusted source and sends the winnings to the right person. This technology can be used for everything from real estate deals to insurance claims, making things faster, cheaper, and more transparent for everyone involved. So, why is this so important for the future? Because it's rebuilding the financial system from the ground up. It gives power back to individuals. In countries with unstable governments or currencies, cryptocurrency can be a lifeline, allowing people to protect their savings from inflation. For innovators, it's a platform to build new financial products that are open to anyone with an internet connection. It's creating a new global and open financial world. It's still early and it's volatile, but the potential to change how we use and think about money is absolutely massive. Let's move away from the theory and look at some real-life examples. How is AI actually helping people with their finances right now? Meet Sarah, a freelance graphic designer. Her income used to be unpredictable. Some months were great, others were slow. She struggled to budget because she never knew how much money was coming in. Then, she started using an AI-powered budgeting app. The app analyzed her income patterns over the past year and created a realistic budget based on her average monthly earnings. It even predicted her upcoming tax payments. For the first time, Sarah felt in control. The AI didn't just track her spending, it became her financial coach. It noticed she was spending a lot on software subscriptions. The app flagged 3 different subscriptions that did basically the same thing. Sarah canceled 2 of them and saved over $60 a month instantly. When she had a really good month, the AI would prompt her to move a specific amount of money into her retirement account and her emergency fund. It took the emotion and stress out of managing her fluctuating income. For Sarah, AI wasn't a scary, complex technology. It was the simple tool that gave her peace of mind and a clear path forward. Now, let's talk about investing. Consider Mark, a teacher who wanted to start investing but was terrified of the stock market. He didn't know how to pick stocks and didn't have thousands of dollars to hire a financial advisor. He felt completely stuck. On a friend's recommendation, he signed up for a robo-advisor service. He answered a few questions about his age, his retirement goals, and his comfort with risk. In less than 15 minutes, the AI created a diversified portfolio for him with just a small initial investment of $500. He was officially an investor. Mark didn't have to worry about what the market was doing every day. The AI handled everything. It automatically invested his monthly contributions, rebalanced his portfolio when certain assets grew faster than others, and even used strategies to reduce his taxes. He could log in anytime and see how his investments were performing, but he didn't have to make any hard decisions. Over a few years, he watched his small initial investment grow steadily. AI made investing, a process that once seemed reserved for the rich and powerful, something simple and accessible for a regular person like Mark. Now, for the crypto side of things. The stories here are honestly even more wild. You've probably heard tales of people becoming millionaires overnight from Bitcoin. While those stories are rare, they are real, and they show the incredible power of this new asset class. Take the story of Eric Finman, who at 12 years old used $1,000 from his grandmother to buy Bitcoin back in 2011. At the time, Bitcoin was worth about $12 per coin. Everyone, including his parents, thought he was crazy for buying internet money. But Eric believed in the technology and held on. Fast forward a few years. By the time he was 18, the price of Bitcoin had skyrocketed. His initial $1,000 investment had turned into over $1 million. He became one of the youngest Bitcoin millionaires. His story is a powerful example of the potential rewards of being an early adopter in a revolutionary technology. It wasn't about being a financial genius, it was about seeing the potential in something new and having the conviction to hold on through the ups and downs. His story inspired a whole generation of young people to look at cryptocurrency not just as a curiosity, but as a serious investment. Of course, not everyone is an early Bitcoin millionaire. Let's look at a more recent, relatable story. Meet Maria, a web developer who got interested in Ethereum in 2020. She wasn't trying to get rich quick. She was fascinated by the technology behind smart contracts and decentralized applications. She saw it as the future of the internet. So, she decided to start investing a small amount of money every month, a strategy called dollar cost averaging. She put in $100 every 2 weeks, regardless of whether the price was high or low. She treated it like a long-term tech investment. She wasn't trying to time the market. She was simply betting on the growth of the Ethereum ecosystem over time. Over the next couple of years, as more and more projects were built on Ethereum, the value of her investment grew significantly. Her small, consistent contributions turned into a substantial sum of money that she could use for a down payment on a house. Maria's story shows a different side of crypto investing. It's not just about wild speculation, it can also be about making a calculated long-term bet on a technology you believe in. It shows that you don't need to invest a fortune to see meaningful returns. So, with all this talk of big rewards, we have to address the elephant in the room, the risk. Let's be perfectly clear. Both AI-driven investing and cryptocurrency come with their own set of risks, and you need to understand them before you jump in. Nothing is a guaranteed path to riches, and anyone who tells you otherwise is trying to sell you something. The biggest risk in the world of cryptocurrency is volatility. The prices can swing dramatically in a very short amount of time. You could see your investment double in a month, or you could see it get cut in half. This volatility can be emotionally draining. It's easy to get excited when prices are soaring, but it's just as easy to panic and sell at a loss when they crash. This is where many new investors lose money. They buy high out of fear of missing out, and they sell low out of fear of losing everything. Another major risk is security. Because crypto is decentralized, you are your own bank. If you lose the private keys to your digital wallet, your money is gone forever. There's no customer service number to call to reset your password. You also have to be aware of scams and hacks, which are unfortunately common in this new and unregulated space. What about the risks with AI in finance? While robo-advisors are great, they are not perfect. They operate based on algorithms. These algorithms are designed based on historical market data. But as the saying goes, past performance is no guarantee of future results. An unexpected global event could happen that the AI's models have never seen before, and it might not react in the optimal way. You're putting your trust in a computer program to manage your money, and you need to be comfortable with that. There's less of a human touch. Furthermore, there's the risk of over-reliance on technology. If you let an AI budgeting app manage everything without ever checking in, you might miss things. Technology can have glitches. Or if you follow an AI's investment advice blindly, without understanding the basics of why it's making those choices, you're not truly in control of your finances. The key is to use these AI tools as what they are, powerful assistants. They are there to help you, to provide data, and to automate tasks. But you should always be the one in the driver's seat making the final, informed decisions about your financial life. Let's be honest for a moment. Do you ever get that feeling in the pit of your stomach when you hear about these new trends? That little voice that says, everyone else is getting in on this and I'm being left behind? That feeling is called FOMO, or the fear of missing out. And right now, when it comes to AI and crypto, the FOMO is very, very real. You see headlines about new technologies creating wealth, and you see your friends talking about their crypto investments. It's natural to feel like you're standing on the sidelines while a massive parade is marching by. This isn't just about getting rich quick. This is about a fundamental shift in how the world works. Ignoring AI and crypto today would be like ignoring the internet back in the late 1990s. At the time, many people dismissed the internet as a fad for computer geeks. They didn't see how it would change shopping, communication, entertainment, and business. The people who saw the potential early and learned how to use it were the ones who built the Amazons and Googles of the world, or simply got jobs in a new, thriving industry. We are at a similar moment in history right now. Think about the opportunities you could be missing. By not using AI tools for your finances, you could be missing out on savings, better investment returns, and a clearer picture of your financial health. You're essentially choosing to manage your money with older, less efficient tools. It's like choosing to navigate with a paper map when everyone else is using a GPS. You might get there eventually, but it will be a lot harder and you'll probably get lost a few times. By ignoring these tools, you are choosing to make your financial journey more difficult than it needs to be. And when it comes to crypto, ignoring it means you are opting out of what could be the biggest wealth creation event of our generation. While the risks are real, the potential rewards are unlike anything in traditional finance. This is more than just an investment. It's a chance to be part of building the next generation of the internet and finance. The feeling of FOMO isn't just anxiety, it's your intuition telling you that something big is happening. The key is not to let that fear push you into making reckless decisions, but to use it as motivation to educate yourself and get involved intelligently. Okay, you feel the excitement, you understand the risks, and you're ready to stop watching from the sidelines. So, what are the first practical, safe steps you can take? It's simpler than you think. First, let's talk about AI. Your homework is to download one reputable AI-powered budgeting app today. Connect just one of your bank accounts to it. Don't worry about linking everything at once. Just start with your main checking account. Let the app run for 1 week. The goal here is not to change your habits yet, just to observe. Let the AI show you where your money is actually going. This single step will give you more clarity than hours of manual spreadsheet work. Next, for investing with AI. If you're new to investing, look into a well-known robo-advisor platform. You don't have to invest a lot of money. In fact, you shouldn't. Start small. Many platforms let you start with as little as $100 or even less. Go through their sign-up process. Answer the questions about your goals and risk tolerance honestly. See what kind of portfolio the AI recommends for you. Just going through this process is a huge educational step. You can decide to fund the account with a small amount just to see how it works. The goal is to get comfortable with the platform and demystify the process of automated investing. Now for crypto, the most important rule here is, start incredibly small. I cannot stress this enough. Never invest more than you are willing to lose, especially when you are just starting. Your first step is to sign up for a large, reputable, and well-known cryptocurrency exchange. Go through their identity verification process, which is required by law. Once your account is set up, buy a very small amount of Bitcoin or Ethereum. I'm talking $20 or $50 worth. The goal is not to make money yet. It is simply to learn the process of buying, holding, and seeing it in your account. Once you own a tiny amount of crypto, your next step is education. Follow reputable news sources in the crypto space. Watch videos that explain the technology behind the projects you're interested in. Learn the difference between storing your crypto on an exchange versus in a private wallet. The goal is to build your knowledge base slowly and steadily. Don't rush into buying dozens of different obscure coins because someone on social media told you to. Start with the basics, start small, and prioritize learning over earning in your first few months. This is the safest way to enter this exciting new world. We've covered a lot today. We've demystified artificial intelligence and shown how it can act as your personal finance assistant, helping you budget, save, and invest smarter. We've pulled back the curtain on cryptocurrency, explaining what it is and the incredible potential it holds to reshape our financial world. We've looked at real stories, weighed the exciting benefits against the serious risks, and hopefully, you're feeling that spark of motivation. You now know that the fear of missing out is real because the opportunity is real. This is a financial revolution and it's happening right now, with or without you. You are now at a crossroads. You can take this information, feel inspired for a moment, and then go back to doing things the old way. Or you can take that first small, simple step towards taking control of your financial future in this new digital age. The choice is yours, but the world isn't going to wait. The tools and technologies we've discussed are only going to become more integrated into our lives. By starting to learn now, you are giving yourself a massive head start. You are positioning yourself to take advantage of these changes, instead of being left behind by them. To make that first step even easier, I want to remind you about the free gift I mentioned at the beginning. If you found any of this helpful, please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. As a thank you, you will get instant access to my Ultimate Investor's Toolkit. This guide is packed with everything you need to get started, a checklist for setting up your first crypto account securely, a guide to the top AI budgeting apps, and my personal strategies for long-term investing. It's the perfect companion to everything we've talked about today. It's completely free for subscribers. Don't wait. Don't let another day go by where you feel like you're on the outside looking in. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and your step is to subscribe, claim your free toolkit, and commit to learning. This community is here to support you along the way. We will continue to break down complex topics into simple, actionable advice. Thank you so much for your time. Hit subscribe, get your gift, and let's start building your wealth together.